Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel, Crohn's and Me. And as you probably have already gathered from the name of my channel, I have Crohn's disease. It's not a topic that a lot of people like to discuss, and it can be kind of an embarrassing topic because there's a lot of stuff that people don't understand about this disease. A lot of people know the name. They are very familiar with the name. They probably have friends or family members or, parents of friends that you went to school with, and maybe they kind of talked about it like, well, we were going to go do this, but my mom or my dad had a flare-up because of Crohn's disease, and so we couldn't go do that because they were sick all day. Well, this is just my way of showing how it affects me from day to day. And not every day is a bad day. I have some good days, and then I have a lot of rough days that follow. I have started medication. I'm on Humira, and it's been a very, very tough journey, and my journey is not over. There's a lot of misconceptions about this disease that once you get on a medication, it goes away. It's like having the flu. Hey, you got treated, you saw a doctor, you went to the hospital, they gave you a shot, now you're all better, we can get back to life and everything is back to normal. Woohoo for medicine. Unfortunately, that's not how it is. You can't even put this disease in with the common cold, because it's not a cold. It has the word disease at the bottom, or at the end of it, for a reason. It is a disease. It does not go away, though there are things that help, like medication, changing your diet, keeping a food diary, losing weight, trying to be active, though all of these things seem to be like a catch-22, because people with Crohn's, food seems like it's your enemy. Exercise seems like it's your enemy. Medicine even feels like it's your enemy, because there are so many things that you didn't have to worry about before. Like medication wise, there are certain kinds of medication that I can't take because it will interfere with my main medication, and that's the one that I'm concerned about. Going out and doing things with family members that have colds, when you're taking medication to help control your Crohn's, your immune system is compromised because of the medicine helping to keep you feeling good. So, in the process of the medicine trying to make you feel good, you're very prone to getting sick. Like, I'm getting a cold already, and been being very careful about who comes over and where I go. And my mom gave me some disposable face masks to wear to Walmart, because that's like germ haven number one, or any supermarket for that matter, and trying to keep the house super clean, and being very conscious about washing your hands and stuff like that. And family gets very frustrated with me when they go and they do stuff like they blow their nose and they go to like touch me, and I'm like, no, you go wash your hands, go sanitize yourself first. And children don't understand. I know that my son has a hard time with it because he's having to live with his grandparents right now because of this transition, and because he goes to public school and he's around all the other germy kids, because kids are just germy. He's been sick a lot. He had pneumonia and we didn't even know that he had pneumonia. And I was hanging out with my mom and my niece and my son, and he kept saying that he was cold, and it was a cold day. It wasn't October, and so I just thought, maybe his jacket wasn't good enough, and then he got very lethargic, and his cheeks got real pink, and Mom took his temperature, and oh my God, it was super high. I think it was like 104, and I'm not supposed to be around people that have temperatures or, head colds for that matter. So my mom is looking at me like my son is a ticking time bomb, but, me being a mom, I want to be there for my son, but I've also been incapacitated for 2.5 years because of this, and that's a very long time to be dealing with a chronic disease, and I just got back on my feet, so I had to run out the door and feel like a piece of poo because I had to leave him with his grandparents, and it's tough. It's really, really tough, and the zinger for me is I was one of those kids in high school that had friends, that had parents that suffered from Crohn's disease. And my mom kind of told me about it because I was like, what are they talking about when they say, hey, my dad has Crohn's disease and he was in the hospital? Why was he in the hospital? What does it do? And then when she told me about it, I was like, well, I hope that I never have that problem, because that just sounds terrible, because, I've been sick with it coming out both ends, and then it just coming out one end, and, being sore and just not even wanting to touch yourself with anything, even wearing underwear being painful, and thinking about having that problem all the time just seemed like, I wouldn't want to do anything either, and it just seemed like it was a constant thing for that family, for his dad to just miss out on everything, just being alive, it's like being alive is not living. And, I tried to make a very, very, very conscious choice in my senior year to get more healthy, and it worked. I gained a lot of muscle and lost a lot of weight and felt really good. And then my mid-20s, things kind of started going south, and first the doctor told me that it was just IBS and to stay away from this and that and the other thing. Well, I was already dieting, so it was kind of easy to take things out that were bothering me, and it was mainly caffeine. And so I just stayed away from pop, I stayed away from coffee, and all of my big coffee drinking friends were like, oh my God, how can you live and not drink coffee? It is like the sustenance of life. And it wasn't a real hard choice for me, because I could still have it. It was just a once in a blue moon kind of thing, and sometimes that once in a blue moon choice was a very bad choice because you never know what's going to just slap you in the face and be like, that was a terrible mistake. But it happens, and you know, you try to get past it the best that you can. But no, it was not IBS that I had, but I think that the restricted diet that I was on for so many years really helped. And I can thank my mother for that, because she also made this choice to start losing weight. And they always say that when you start doing something like that, it's easier when you have somebody to team up with, so you don't feel like you're alone. You know, you can go to that person and be like, oh my God, I want chocolate so bad, but I can't have chocolate today because I had chocolate, you know, yesterday. And I'm trying to limit myself to, like, you know, only a couple times a week. And oh my God, it's just so hard, you know. And then you can kind of like talk each other through it. And then she decided that she didn't want to do it anymore. And I tried to pick up the slack by myself, but with the healthy cooking habits that she had kind of went in the toilet. So then it was basically just, well, let's eat pizza all week. Or, you know, let's eat, you know, nothing that has like a bunch of like hamburger in it. It was extremely hard to keep making those healthy choices. And I was living with them. And when you share the same refrigerator, it's kind of hard to, you know, cook and do stuff, because she'd already warned me that she wasn't going to be making like 2 different dinners because it was just too much work. And I didn't expect her to do that. But we're trying to get back on track. She's already back on track, but I'm trying to get back on track. And I've dropped a lot on you guys already in this first video. It's going to take forever to upload. But if you're having the same problems with your disease, you know, share in the comments some of your struggles. You know, I would love to hear a little bit from you guys about this, and I will try to share more helpful things that I have learned. I'm still learning. I mean, like I said, I was just diagnosed, I think back in, gosh, let me see here. I think September. So, you know, it was quite a while back, but didn't actually start taking the medication until about 3 or 4 months ago. So it's been a roller coaster of a ride, but all stories for next time. And believe me, I have a lot of them, and I'm going to try to upload dailies. I can't work right now, so probably going to be flooding my channel with like 24-hour videos and just crap that I'm doing around the house. Maybe try to get the boyfriend in on a couple of things, and he's been amazing through all of this, and a good support group is amazing, but he doesn't understand a whole lot of what's going on. But like I said, all stories for next time, but I will catch you all in my next video. See ya.